Skye Squad, we are back in the building. We are back in the mother freaking building on this good Thursday. Let me tell y'all, despite my mood right now, as I sit in front of this camera, I am so angry and frustrated. I feel like I just got scammed. I'll talk about this a little bit later, okay? I just gotta calm down from it, and honestly, you know, getting with y'all is a little bit of a distraction and a relief for me, okay? So just bear with me as I collect myself, because this whole incident just happened, and I might talk more about it later. I don't even know. I just got to figure this whole thing out. It's something crazy. These two, I'm so mad. Anyway, let's get down to business. Who cares about all that? We got to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is reunion day. So we got to talk about the reunion, the pre-reunion drama that's going down and around town, okay? So we're going to talk about that. That deals with LaToya and Fallon. And the question on everybody's lips was, is that LaToya going to show up at the reunion at all? Okay, we'll get into why in just 1 second. We also got to talk about the upcoming previews for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This coming up episode, it is gonna be juicy. Okay, it's gonna be juicy. The ladies are already down to the New Orleans, and it is already getting jumped off. Kenya and your girl Drew Sidora are already getting the party started. Okay, and not in the way that you might think. So we're gonna have to get into a little discussion about that. Thank you, Bonnie Williams, for the super chat. As always, you guys, I wants to know where y'all are watching from, where you're watching from, and what you're doing. I want to just see who my people are in the house. We got London in the house. We got Louisiana. The boot is present. B More, Aurora, Illinois, Arlington, Texas. I see you. DMV in his house. Okay, Boston, Massachusetts, Texas up in this good piece. Riviera Beach, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, NYC, Jamaica, Macon, Georgia, Philly up in the place, Rockville, Maryland, Chicago, UK up in this house, Gaithersburg, Maryland, San Antonio, Bermuda in the building. I see all my people up in here, and I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys can be anywhere, but you chose to be here with me today, and I appreciate you. I don't take your time for granted, and because of that, I'm going to go ahead and get into the news. First things first, I got to show you guys a little bit of a clip, and I'm going to go ahead and set this up while I'm on the live. Now, I told you guys, I thought I had said to y'all that I would be interviewing your girl Latrice. Letitia from Bell Collective. I got so many things going on right now. I interviewed your girl Letitia from Bell Collective the other day. I also interviewed Latrice again as well. So we'll talk about that at a later time. But I want to go ahead and set this premiere up for you guys, and I will press the link, put the link in the description of this video. But we're gonna be interviewing Latrice. Oh my God! Let me tell y'all, these scammers out here, they done got me together today. I can't even get my thoughts right. Letitia's interview will be going live at 1:45 p.m. And here's a little clip of that.
I should have spoken up. Marie sends me a video, and it's like the whole time, I don't know if you noticed, I'm zoned out. Like,
yes. Why?
So, believe it or not.
So that will be premiering at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all. So now that I can get my thoughts together, let's go ahead and get into the news. Now, your girl LaToya had caused a little bit of an uproar yesterday and leading into today because the reunion is slated to film right now as we're talking about it. Some of y'all want to know what happened early, and I'm gonna tell you after we get through this tea, because I know some of y'all really, here for that and not me and my personal shenanigans. But so LaToya, there was some speculation that she might not be attending the reunion. And let me tell you guys something. If LaToya didn't attend this reunion, it really wouldn't be that much to talk about, okay? It really would not be a lot to discuss, okay? at this reunion if your girl LaToya didn't show up, because LaToya has really been at the center of much of the drama with regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for this season. Okay, now regardless of whether or not you actually like LaToya or not, at the end of the day, you got to admit she's been bringing the drama. So let's take it on over to her Instagram, and we're gonna go through this video where she has gone on her Instagram stories and she's kind of giving people an update on where things are with regards to whether or not she will be attending the reunion. Okay, so let's get into it.
Yeah, I can't get out of bed. I'm on antibiotics. But I have to get up. I feel like I'm dying. Am I dying? It's so funny to me that some of y'all think that I'm playing sick because I don't want to go to the reunion. Listen, who the hell is scared of anybody? I'm the one that caused all the drama. I don't have a filter. I get that. But all I state are facts. And if people want to get mad at me for stating facts, that's on them. Maybe it's how I present them, but at the end of the day, it's true talk. Here they go busting through my door. Here we go.
All right, guys. So as you can see, we saw the whole sort of, and I could have shown you guys a bit more clips of her being sick. Because there was, again, that was when everybody was thinking that she wasn't going to go. But as you guys can see in the chronology of her timeline, you guys can see where she was sick in the bed, and now she's there, and apparently she's on antibiotics. So she is going through with this reunion, and we saw her there at her dressing room as well. So if you guys go on her Instagram story now, you can actually see her getting her makeup done and getting prepared for the reunion as well. Just another little update. Give me 1 second. We got one more little update for you guys here. Actually, we're gonna move on over into Fallon's response to that bit of drama. So your girl Fallon had a response to LaToya about whether or not she was actually going to be attending. Now, as you guys may know, Fallon is not going to be at the reunion, okay? And so Fallon said in one of her tweets from yesterday, she said, "You can stop playing sick, girl. I won't be there," okay? So then, after it was discovered that your girl LaToya was indeed going to be there, Fallon wrote, "Oh, she's feeling better now, y'all. It's a miracle." Okay. But not to be outdone, okay? Your girl LaToya has some clapbacks of her own for that good Fallon. Okay. So we're going to get into what she had to say to Fallon on her own Twitter, okay? And she had a lot to say. Let me get to the super chat because I feel like I saw two of them come through. Miss Wilson, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate you. And then we had one more come through. We had Daryl, who says, "Watching from Australia, 4 a.m. and I'm here for it." We thank you for staying up so late in the morning, or either getting up so early in the morning. And then we had one more super chat come through. It was for $19, and it was from Nene D. I'm trying to go back up to it if I can. Nene D, please forgive me, but we want to thank you for that super chat. We appreciate you guys for, donating and supporting the channel in the way that you are doing. I am so here for it. I don't see it in here. I might have scrolled past it. Let me know if I did. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I can't see it, but Nene D, thank you so much. I can't post it on the screen for some reason because I can't find it in the chat. But anyway, let me get back up to your girl LaToya. So LaToya, let's take it on back. Let's take it on back. Let's take it on back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Okay. So in reference to your girl Fallon, LaToya wrote this: Hubby kicked her out of the empire and she can't afford a flight. Meet me at the reunion. Okay. So I'm assuming LaToya is talking here about rumors about Fallon and her husband breaking up. I had heard these rumors as well, but because I hadn't seen anything like documented, I just didn't know, whether or not they were true. And she didn't seem to mention it when she was on Kandi Speak on it. So I didn't know whether or not to believe what I had been hearing, just because relationships go through things and you just never know where people are with that sort of thing. But LaToya is making references to it. And then LaToya says, and bring the golf club, in reference to Fallon grabbing that there golf club when she was running and speeding through that house like this. I mean, she was running so fast that the snake done fell up out her head. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Nia. Okay, 59. We appreciate and love you for the love over here. Okay, now let me tell y'all something. That girl LaToya, she might be Sharita. Thank you so much for the super chat. LaToya might be a little troublemaker, but she is a firecracker indeed. Okay, you cannot hate on this girl and her clap backs. Okay, now. That wasn't all she said. Okay, that was not it. All right. So then she says she didn't get her guest pass clear for the show. I don't mean to laugh. But it's funny because it's technically true in the sense that Fallon is technically a guest and not necessarily a friend, as LaToya is a friend. But LaToya is still just a friend and not a peach holder, but she was still in just about every episode. And we wouldn't really have much of a season if we didn't have LaToya, okay? Thank you so much for the super chat. Nezzy says, come through with the tea. I'm here for it. Hey. We appreciate you. So we got that going on. Kima, thank you so much for the super chat. Sending love to you too. Y'all making my day, because I'm going to tell y'all earlier, I was like, I ain't going to even do a video. I was so mad. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying, because the guest pass is still sending me through this good roof right now. The girl says she couldn't get a guest pass clear for the show. Woo-wee. So then, oh wait, let me take it back. Let me go back. I didn't change it all around. So then someone says, LaToya, she owns a private jet. Now this would have been a good read, but it tanked. You was definitely gonna get your butt beat. Let's not do this, okay? So then LaToya claps back and says, show me the title, hunty. Okay, so I'm assuming she's talking about the title to that private jetterization. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you, she just so then somebody says, laughing my butt off, it's giving fake. How all of a sudden you got so much energy, LaToya. So LaToya then responds and says the antibiotics are kicking in. Girl, let me tell you something. You're going to need every last bit of those antibiotics to get through this good reunion, okay? So then someone else says, but girl, you was in bed sick like you taking your last breath of life. Then when she said she wasn't going, you rose again like Jesus did a miracle on your sickness and said, meet me at the reunion. Wait, I got to read it again. Catch this. They said, but girl, you was sick in the bed, acting like you was taking your last breath of life. Then when she said she wasn't going, you rose again like Jesus, okay? They said like Jesus, they rose again, okay? And so then... so then they said, and you ain't going to come out the car when she grabbed that golf club either. And then LaToya responds and said, security shoved me in the car and then locked her in. This is basically a reference to when she was at Fallon's house talking all the smack, okay? Listen, I don't normally get into all the comments, and I really wasn't even intending to read y'all what the people were saying. But shout out to the people because they are giving it to her and she is giving it right back. And you know what I like about it? She is able to respond back and have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? And I got to tell you, I like that. I like that she is not caving to this. She's not cowering to it. You know, thank you for the super chat, T-Ness. Love and positivity to you, Richie. Don't let people rent headspace for free. Love you. Thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Let me tell you something. I appreciate how she's handling it. Just because I feel like it's refreshing to see that she's not like, woe is me, the people are coming after me. She's in on the joke, which I gotta tell you is refreshing. I like it. And LaToya is chaos and confusion personified, but I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. As I watch the antics play out on social media, I'm just kind of like, you can't help but giggle. If y'all ain't giggle while you was reading them responses and her responses, I mean, come on now. It was fun. It was in fun, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean, I had meant to deliver this real straightforward, you know, and get to the point. But they just took me out. I apologize. I apologize for it. Now I got to move on to the next topic, okay? So we're going to move on to the previews for this coming up episode, okay? And now, I was not intended to be tickled by this either. But if you read the title, it says Kenya Moore refuses to bounce her booty for a room, okay? Now, let me set up the play for y'all, okay? Let me set up the play. The girls have gotten down to the New Orleans, okay? Down to the New Orleans. And, you know, Drew is handing out, you know, like the rules for the rooms, right? And she's like, you know, we got a fun game plan. But she immediately gives, you know, Cynthia the best room because it is like kind of like a bridal suite or whatever. Tish P, thank you so much for the super chat who says, don't apologize. Your energy got me hyped and brought me out of my funk. Well, you know what? I'm glad it did, girl, because I was in a funk before I got on this live, literally 2 seconds beforehand. But, you know, I feel better when I'm talking to y'all for whatever reason. I mean, y'all just give me life. So let's just keep it going. Let's keep that energy flowing. So anyway, she gives Cynthia the room, the best room in the building. She says the best room in the city, okay? Now, for the rest of the ladies, she wants them to do a booty bounce for the best room. So, you know, Shamia is already up and out her seat and just ready to, you know, get down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? She's ready for it. But, you know, Kenya Moore is not here for this. Kenya Moore says, I refuse to degrade myself for a room. So you might as well just give me my key. Give me my key right now. And so Drew is like, well, wait a minute, girl. Why are you so angry with us? Why are you so angry? And Kenya is like, I didn't ask you for my key for the 4th time. If you don't go ahead and give it to me. So the rest of the ladies are looking like, what is going on here? So my question to y'all is this, okay? Thank you for the super chat, Lason. I appreciate you. Z's, thank you for the super chat. Made me laugh. You have... You know what? We might as well just have fun over here. I mean, come on now. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it G. Let's have a good old time today. Okay. So anyway, Kenya refuses to degrade herself for a room. Now, again, here is the thing. Now, the baby there. Okay. The baby is there. I think LaToya is holding the baby. Somebody feeding the baby chips or something like that. So maybe she didn't want a booty bop in front of her baby. But Drew tries to explain, well, we're in New Orleans, the home of the bounce. You know what I'm saying? Bounce. And if you know anything about New Orleans and Big Frida or anything like that, you know that New Orleans is home of bounce music. So I'm assuming she wanted, just to make it a fun thing. But I'm gonna look at it from both angles, and I want to know what you guys think, right? Is Kenya Moore being a fun snatcher, okay, for not wanting to degrade herself by bopping the booty for a room? Or is Kenya, who is at this point 50, and this is not age shaming, but I'm just saying that maybe at the age of 50, she's just not feeling like she wants to be doing that on the street of New Orleans while her child is there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about her. That's not being old. I'm just saying that maybe she's just at an age where she doesn't consider that to be fun. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing too. You can have fun at 50. And I don't think it's, let me take that back. I want to make this clear because I want to, the 50-year-old comment was less to do with her actual age and more of an older mindset, right? Because the 50s of today ain't the 50s from when I was a kid, okay? When I was a kid, I felt like 50, people who were in their 50s, they looked like they was in their, 50s. But now people in their 50s be looking like they in their 30s, okay? So for me, it's just a number. But I was just trying to understand where she might be in the grand scheme of her thinking about that. So that was my thing too. Maybe it was the child there and she didn't want to do it in front of her baby. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Shantia says, sounds like if she's not making decisions, she don't want to be a part. She can make others look crazy, but she can't. Fun snatcher and exhausting. A lot of people are saying fun snatcher. A lot of people are saying fun snatcher. Nishi says, I'm 29. I'm not doing none of that. Well, all right. There you go. Oh, this is a good point. Purse phone said, and I'm pretty sure I might have just butchered your name. I'm sorry for that. Says Kenya got to watch herself on camera when she's with Brooklyn. That's all Mark's fault. Ooh. Hello there says, okay, if she doesn't want to twerk in front of her baby, but then there's a more respectful way of saying that. The way she talks to people is just disrespectful, and she sucks the fun out of the party. Gwilyn says, I'm 65 and fun is fun amongst friends. Boom. Boom. There you have it. Shar, thank you for the super chat. Says, but she was 50 when Dawson's Creek opened up at the at the bachelorette party. Please stop, Ken. Rusty legs, LOL. For me, I just feel like, I guess it was probably, if she didn't want to twerk, I can assume, I can understand that maybe she wouldn't want to do that. Maybe it's because the child is there. But I also think it was the way she kind of was trying to handle Drew and get the key. And I feel like, Drew should have just said, well, if you refuse to participate, that's fine. Then you'll just have to wait until the end. That would have been my response if I was Drew. But I mean, true enough. You can't force someone to twerk on the streets, if they don't want to twerk on the streets, The other thing was the ladies also in another clip. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, y'all. In another clip on BravoTV.com, we have Drew wanting to ask why LaToya is not drinking while they're at the dinner. Okay. So all the ladies are at dinner and Drew wants to know why LaToya is not drinking. And I kind of feel like it almost felt like in this moment, like Drew was trying to pressure LaToya into drinking. And I'm like, is it because you know LaToya is going to act out? I just didn't really understand why she was so pressed to find out why she wasn't drinking. It just didn't really make sense to me because I was like, maybe she wants her to act out because she knows that it will be good drama for the show and that LaToya will inevitably say something crazy. But in this scene, Cynthia also literally schools LaToya and says, hey, you know, what you did at Fallon's place was unacceptable because you were basically, you know, dissing her husband and her family in her own home. So, you know, there's that we have to look forward to as well. And as per usual, LaToya proceeds to, when Drew starts asking her why she's not drinking, she proceeds to just acting a little bit of a fool at the table. You know, so I don't know. This coming week's episode, I think is going to be real good and juicy. Real good and juicy. And okay, so to go back, Rosetta says, at 50, we still have fun, but in a different way. And if I feel like, and again, when I bring up the being 50, I just mean that you as you get mature and you get older, you just sometimes want to just carry yourself in a different way. So something that might have been fun in your 20s or 30s might not be fun anymore. And you just don't want to do it all the time. So it could have been fun for the situation at Bolo's, but it might not be fun on the streets of New Orleans. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand, you know, where she might be, you know, with regards to that. And it could be, you know what, this is where I'm at in life, and I'm not trying to do that type of thing no more. You know, it's interesting to me. I don't know. I don't know how to call it on that one. So there you have it with that. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth though. I think that this reunion is gonna be lit AF. We have, who do we have? We got LaToya versus probably everybody, okay, at this point, because she done had issues with Kenya. I don't know where she is with Porsha. She got issues with Drew, okay? So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Then you got Marlo and Porsha beefing. Okay, I think that's still a thing going on. And since Shamia's there, you know Shamia gonna have her back. Then you got you know, obviously Drew versus Kenya and then Drew versus LaToya. Okay. It's a shame that Fallon could not have been there. I think that there would have been some value in having her there, especially because we don't have LaToya, not LaToya, we don't have Tanya there to speak up for herself with regards to whatever went down or did not go down with Bolo. So I just think it's also I think it's a mistake on Tanya's behalf. And I love Tanya. I absolutely love Tanya. I just kind of wish that she was able to set the record straight herself. But if you follow Tanya on the Instagram, she don't look like she thinking about these housewives of Atlanta at all at this point anymore. Okay. A lot of people were also I saw a lot of people really kind of, I don't know if it was backlash that Fallon was getting for the golf club part of trying to get the golf club. I don't know what she was going to do with that golf club or why she felt like she needed it. And is that what she was running off to? Was she running off to get the golf club? I don't know. It's up in the air. Anyway, so that's the tea that we got for y'all today. Let me tell y'all real quick what's going on with let me tell y'all what happened to me earlier today real quick while I got you on the line. So I had these people stop by the house earlier today because, you know, I'm here all day working. So I'm actually I'm watching the latest episodes of the T.S. Madison Experience on demand because I'm interviewing T.S. Madison at 2 p.m. So I was just catching up to try to, you know, figure out, you know, just any storyline points that I wanted to ask questions about. So I had these people come and knock on the door. So they come and knock on the door, right? And it's two girls or whatever, and they claim that they're from this company. Now, I'm not going to say the company name right now because I'm going to need for them to cancel this whole thing because what they did was kind of crazy. They basically come knocking at your door and they present themselves as though they are with or in connection with your gas or your energy company. And so then they basically are like, well, you should be we want to make sure that you're not being charged X, Y, and Z on your gas bill. Here's our identification, this, that, and the third. And then they're like, well, you know, you should be paying this amount of money. And I'm like, okay. So they go through this whole little process. And really what they're trying to do is they're trying to sign you up for this whole little energy thing. And then they basically they get you throughout this whole little process. And the next thing you know, they have you signing up for an account that you don't even realize that you're signing up for under the guise that you are supposed to be getting paid X amount of dollars, or you're not supposed to be charged X amount of times for your gas or something like that. It is an energy company. I'm not going to state their name, but I was just like, y'all done wasted 40 minutes of my time. And now I got to go back and call y'all corporate headquarters and tell these people that y'all are not being truthful when y'all come to these people's doors trying to get them to switch over from what they paying right now with the current company that you with to their company. It was very foul and misleading. And I'm still mad. I'm still mad about it. Still mad about it. Definitely I was like, I got all this stuff to do. I got to prepare. Not only am I preparing for the interview, but I'm also preparing my stories for today. So I'm gathering and collecting all of the data and stuff like that, all the visuals that I want to prepare for y'all. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm so annoyed right now. I got 50,000 other things I could be doing, but now I got to call back in 3 hours because the account is not showing up with the people that they didn't sign me up with. So it was just a whole lot. So I say all this to say, as a warning to y'all, anybody that comes to y'all door during this pandemic acting like they are with another company or whatnot, just don't even answer the door. Don't answer the door. That's what I should have done. Something in my spirit told me, don't even get up from your couch and answer the door. Keep watching T.S. Madison, taking your notes and preparing your visuals. And that's what I should have done. I should have listened to my instincts, but I didn't. Okay. So now I got to go back through, call the company again, make sure this account is canceled, is not operational or nothing like that. And then I got to call either the Better Business Bureau or somebody like that to get somebody on these people for what they doing. It's just foul to me. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So anyway, y'all just be on your guard with these people that's coming around and doing all this type of stuff like that, because it's just too many scams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so Cindy says that happened to me too when we first got our house. They act like they were from the water company and tried to sign me up. It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. And the thing about it was, the thing that got me is that they were so nice and so sweet. It was two young ladies, so nice and so sweet, want to play with the dog and everything. And I was just like, something said, I don't know, something don't seem right. So then I had to go look up the website again, call the people. It was just a mess. It's a whole mess. So y'all just be on your guard, okay? And just make sure that, you know, we know what Pepco, Washington Gas, all of these other people, they are reputable companies. Anything else outside of that, just beware if they try to take you from those companies and get you to sign up for something else. If you want to sign up for it, fine. But what they should not do is they should not act like they are coming in on behalf of the companies to make sure that you're not being charged extra because we are in a pandemic. That is the misleading part to me. It's crazy. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, make sure you guys are watching the Bell Collective interview with Letitia Pierce.
I should have spoken up. Marie sends me a video, and it's like the whole time, I don't know if you noticed, I'm zoned out. Like,
yes. Why?
So, believe it or not,
that will be going live in just about 10 minutes. And I'm going to be placing the link for that in the good chatterization. And with that being said, y'all, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Love y'all.